This short video presentation addresses the why, what and how of the self-assessment commentary assignment in the GE1401 University English course. Self-assessment involves reflection, so we will begin by defining what reflection is and then analyse the requirements of the self-assessment commentary task. We will then explore how to reflect effectively and, finally, consider the best way to organise a response to this task. So, what exactly do we mean by reflection? I'm sure you have an instinctive answer, but here are 3 visual representations of reflection. Whilst they are all by different practitioners and look different too, they do have similarities. All 3 diagrams are cyclical, i.e. they show repetitive, ongoing processes. Basically, the arrows lead us round and round in circles. Another similarity between all 3 diagrams is that they identify 4 stages, all of which involve thinking and doing. For example, plan, act, observe, reflect, then use what you learnt in your next plan, and so on. Actually, I like this diagram on the left because it shows that although reflection is cyclical, you also move forward, that is, get better at things when you reflect and learn from your experience. In fact, a famous educator from America is believed to have said, "We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience." So that's why this course requires you to reflect on what you have learnt. Reflection should make your learning deeper and, hopefully, more effective. Let's analyse the requirements of the task now. Your self-assessment commentary should use the needs analysis that you submitted at the beginning of this semester as a starting point. The needs analysis included a self-evaluation of your language skills and 1 or 2 learning goals. The self-assessment commentary is due for submission to the assignment box on Canvas by the evening of Sunday the 1st of December, and it should be no longer than 750 words. In order to understand better what you can aim at, here is the assessment rubric for a self-assessment commentary that achieves an excellent score. The significant words here are very detailed and thoughtful and the writing process. The more detailed and thoughtful your reflection, the higher your score will be. Also, you should mention how the writing process, that is, the reviewing and rewriting of your essay, helped you. Let's explore how to write a very detailed and thoughtful reflection. Here are 3 example sentences that you might write in your self-assessment commentary. Sentence number 1 focuses on academic writing skills, but it is neither detailed nor thoughtful. In fact, it is so generic that it could apply to anybody. The writer needs to be more specific. Exactly which academic writing skills have improved? Is it the ability to cite sources, or the use of more formal, less common vocabulary perhaps? Or the ability to use hedging language in order to sound more objective and cautious? Or is it signposting and cohesion which helps your reader follow your ideas? And how much have those writing skills improved? Perhaps you've learnt how to cite sources before, but in this course you came across the APA style for the first time. Or perhaps citation was completely new for you. And finally, how did your academic writing skills improve? Perhaps your instructor explained something clearly during a lesson, or perhaps you finally understood when your peer reviewed your first draft and told you that she couldn't follow your ideas because of a lack of cohesion. Let's move on to sentence 2, which is also quite generic. Even though a reason is given for not achieving a learning goal, this reason is not very thoughtful. Remember from a previous slide that reflection includes thinking and doing. In order to do or to take action, the writer needs to think more deeply about why he didn't have time to achieve his goal. Did he perhaps spend too much time on social media? Or was the workload from other courses higher than expected? Or did he join a society that took up a lot of his time? Or was he simply too tired to learn 10 new words every week? By considering why, the writer can plan for the future. How about sentence 3? Well, the writer needs to ask herself all the questions we've asked previously. What aspect of grammar will she practice? Why is that aspect of grammar important? How will she practice it? Will she use online resources? If so, which ones? Based on her experience this semester, how much time will she spend practicing and when will she practice? So, in order to reflect effectively so that you can learn from your experience and act differently next time, ask yourself lots of questions. Now, let's consider how to organise the self-assessment commentary. The self-assessment commentary is not a standard genre with a standard format like a letter or an argumentative essay. So, it's basically up to you how you structure your response to the task. However, it is recommended to use these questions as subheadings and then answer each one. This way, you will cover all required aspects. Don't forget, in order to achieve an excellent score, you should be very detailed and thoughtful, and mention the writing process. The word limit is 750 words. I hope this short video presentation has been helpful. It is the final lesson of this GE1401 University English course. I'd be very grateful if you would complete the TLQ survey now, if you haven't already done so. The TLQ survey gathers evaluative comments from all CityU students every semester, and instructors use the comments to reflect on courses and help future students achieve the course intended learning outcomes. Thank you. And finally, it has been a pleasure facilitating your learning journey this semester, and I wish you all the best with the next stage. Oh, and don't forget,